Hello, my name is Saba.
My name's Halima.
And my name's Miriam. Welcome to our video. We will be discussing the implications of grouping according to ability in schools.
Artefact in 2012 stated that in a primary school classroom, grouping by ability is the act of a teacher placing pupils to belong within a certain group. Children are judged on their capability level, with the core subjects being maths and English. This is also known as streaming.
Robert Tauber suggested that self-fulfilling prophecy is a process whereby those who feel they are lacking in something attempt to present an image that suggests it is present. If a child is grouped into a low ability group, they may feel like they have been labelled as being dumb or not clever. If they do not receive positive feedback from teachers, they may think that they cannot achieve high marks. However, if a teacher continuously gives positive expectation messages to the pupils, they may change their perceptions from "I think I can" to "I know I can."
Gender and social class. It's hard to categorise pupils' behaviour as female or male behaviour, as there are a range of characteristics in terms of behaviour, beliefs and values. Majority of boys are not disruptive in classrooms, and not all girls get on with their work quietly. This shows that boys and girls do not behave similarly. Also, boys are not always pointed out as the misbehaving ones.
It has been identified that stepchildren and children with no parents are more likely to behave badly. 50% of stepchildren and 12% of children with no parents fall into this category, compared to 6% of children living with both biological parents. Studies like this show often that it is more likely that children who misbehave tend to end up in low ability groups. This is because their mind is elsewhere and they are not interested and engaged with their learning in school. Behaviour problems were less likely amongst children living with parents who have high levels of qualifications.
It also shows that biological parents who have qualifications tend to want their children to be like themselves, whereas parents of misbehaved children are more likely to have misbehaved when they were younger. So children who have parents with high qualifications will be more likely to do well in their schoolwork and end up being in high ability groups because they see their parents as role models and would like to achieve high just like them. This then links back into grouping and how it shows that children with a higher social class are more likely to be in top sets, and children who belong to a lower social class are more likely to be in the lower sets.
Grouping according to ability. Ability grouping is most common in mathematics. 56% of reception classes were taught within class ability groups, rising to 71% in year 1 and 72% in year 2. In year 3, the figure dropped to 48%. The percentage decreased because 38% of year 5 and 39% of year 6 math classes were set according to the same age groups. In reception, 0.8% of all maths groups then adopted to cross-age grouping, which rose to 15% in year 6 and 16% in year 5.
Setting, streaming and grouping according to ability show that in year 6 only 4% of pupils were taught in mixed ability groups. Maths, particularly in the higher year groups, is perceived as best taught to consistent groups. Figure 2 outlines the percentage of each type of grouping adopted in each year group.
For most curriculum subjects, pupils were grouped within the class by ability or mixed ability groups. The incidence of mixed ability groupings within class across year groups ranged between 69 and 83%, with the highest incidence in arts, music and PE. Tables 1 and 2 give the details of mixed ability and ability grouping within the class for all
Grouping by
subjects.
ability and mixed ability grouping. Instead of focusing on children of one ability, the teacher would have to focus on children with all sorts of abilities, whereas if pupils were grouped according to abilities, the teacher would be able to focus on one ability. In mixed ability groups, the teacher has to appreciate every individual's abilities, their strengths and their weaknesses. Ofsted claimed that mixed ability groups are a curse on bright pupils because teachers tailor the lessons according to average and low-skilled pupils. In classes grouped by ability, the teacher is able to ensure that every child understands the task as there is a limited range of ability.
To conclude, grouping according to ability has been widely used in schools and core subjects, for example maths, as well as other subjects such as art.
The problem with grouping according to ability is that children remain in these ability groups throughout the whole day.
I believe that mixed ability grouping is better because pupils are not labelled according to their abilities. We also believe grouping according to abilities results in equality. Thank you for watching our presentation.